Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Quincey.
And your other host, Justin. It's been a long week. Oh, man. So today we got ourselves something really nice from a local coffee shop called Founders Coffee. Let me switch the scenes for those who are in the chat. If I can shrink that. There we go. There we go. Founders Coffee. Just right up off of, what is it?
This one is, the one we went to was Durango.
Durango, that's it.
15.
I thought it was Fort Apache, but no, I was like, that's not too far up. But holy cow. Holy cow. I have the... This is professional, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was just getting the...
Bogo's Binted. This is a professional. This is a professional start. I'm looking around for it. I'm like, I know it's passion something.
What I'm confused is why you have our OBS hidden right now and not on the second screen.
Professional.
We started in a rush and it has completely wrecked Justin.
It has. Yeah. In short, it's like a pina colada with a little bit of white chocolate in the background. It's a lemonade, and I was leaning toward a tea over a lemonade, but I was like, this is our first time trying it. I'll give their lemonade a shot. Good stuff.
So I got the toffee bar. This one says mocha, toffee nut, and caramel, but I don't think it said mocha when I was in the shop, because otherwise I would have been a little standoffish. But it's pretty damn good.
It is. Me not drinking coffee, I took a hit of it. I could taste the toffee. It was very forward, but then the coffee came in the background and kicked me in the face and said, "Go away."
It's made the entire car smell good too.
Oh, dude! So we left it in the car to pick up a little bit of groceries. As soon as we got back in, there was no escape. There was no running away from it. It followed through. And not bad. Not bad. Very delicious. Very, very delicious. I love lemonade and having these extra flavors. Do you like coconut?
It's okay.
Yeah, I only like really toasted coconut, and it's got to be on like a macaroon or something that's like soft, squishy, maybe some marshmallow, but it has to be toasted.
I like a candied coconut, Almond Joy, Mounds, things like that.
Well, I can't eat those, but I get your point.
Well, you can have the Mounds.
That's dark chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can pick the almond off of the Almond Joy.
I guess I could, couldn't I?
I like those. You know, like the coconut used for baking that you like would use to like put on like a gingerbread house to make it look like it's snowing. I'll eat that. I'll eat coconut itself too, but things like coconut water, I don't like that.
See, I've had it once, but I guess it was because it was like super chilled and it was super refreshing at the time. I liked it, but then later on I tried it out and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like when it comes to like pina colada flavored things, like say like ice pops and stuff like that, I'll eat them, but they're definitely not my go-to flavor.
Gotcha. I think the next time I might actually try one of their sandwiches just because it caught my attention heavily. The Fat Elvis French Toast, which is French toast, honey cream cheese, berries, and bananas.
Thank you very much.
Oh, give me a nice peanut butter and banana sandwich. Oh, Priscilla.
Me and my uncle were talking about past lives a while back when we were both kind of going through a rough patch. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you know, who did I kill in the past life? I was like, you're probably just the guy that sold the sandwich ingredients to Elvis.
And, I mean, to be able to shit that out. But just some of this stuff looks really good. And we love supporting local businesses.
Yes.
Because that also brings me to my next part. Little Shop of Magic.
That is not Little Shop of Magic.
No, but it's what we bought at Little Shop of Magic.
I was like, that's not
it, no.
I bought Thinking Putty.
He bought Thinking Putty, and he got me a really nice Magic the Gathering set, one that's based in Forgotten Realms, which is where my campaign setting is. And a couple cards. I did the pack unopening in the
TikTok.
And
TikTok. We should add our TikToks to the bio section on the Twitch page.
I should, and I will. I will do that, and I'll make sure that we get some more ebb and flow because, as I said, this year's kind of like both tired us out, but at the same time revitalized us. We came in with big thinking potential.
We need to get some link trees set up so that we only have to do one link for everyone.
That does work. First pull out of a magic pack that I haven't opened magic in. For those listening, posthumous, he kind of looks like the Wicked Witch of the West, with
And a little dog too.
With the thinking putty wrapped around his already enlarged nose.
I was thinking Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward. But a really good mythic. For those wondering, it's Inferno of the Star Mounts. A nice $11 card. You know, it's fair to middle, and I would probably play it just because it's a real nice burn card.
Now, how many cards come in a pack?
15.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's not bad for a $5 pack.
Yeah. So the three things it always comes with. Well, over under. It will always come with a land, a token, 3 uncommon, and 7 common, and then the rest is the random between rare and mythic. So it always gives you know what you're going to get every single pack. And the arts for the lands I've always been fascinated with. They've always pushed them to the ever limits. And with this set, it kind of does it like a DM would. You venture deep into the heart of the mountain to determine what can calm its quaking rage. You know, it does it like similar to how a DM would.
Is there a Balrog in there?
I don't know. I think there might actually be a Balrog in the set. I'm not 100%, but...
Because that kind of works with the deep in the mountain to quail its quaking whatever.
Let's find out. Forgotten... I don't know if there's a full thing. Realms, Magic, the Gathering set. Let's see if it just has the whole...
It's been since my childhood since I bought cards, period. And I was looking at some of the Pokemon sets while we were there for Lauren. And when I saw that there was a fucking set that was $150, I was like, holy shit, this is a hobby that has really outgrown my pocket.
Yeah, the $90 anniversary pack, there are cards in there that will pay for itself if you draw them. So it's just all a matter of luck of the draw, firstly.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah, let's take a look at the item set for the... Oh, God, I love the way that Wizards does their layout for their stuff. It just makes me feel so nice and very good. What? Review the regular cards. I have to scroll.
Okay, I agree.
What?
Okay, I agree.
What do we agree with?
Cookies. Okay, I agree.
Oh. All the class cards. I got the Warlock class, which makes me feel very interested. Every card just has a unique art, and they brought over some things that were already in either Magic the Gathering or Dungeons & Dragons and moved it over into a better light. There's a few of these that just really shine. I want to see if there's any full arts real quick. Just kind of glance through. Oh, wait. I think it might just be the alternative arts then. Variant card. There we go. Ooh. Icing Death. That is the name of Dris Jordan's other sword.
And we got a question in the chat.
Yo, aren't they releasing Age of Sigmar? I don't know. They did a little bit of a Secret Lair, if I'm not mistaken. So it was only like a couple cards, but I don't know if it was Age of Sigmar. I think they did something else with Warhammer. I'm not 100% on that. But damn these... Oh, look at this! I could try and build a blue deck with all of these. And then just these, like, paper papaya style cards. Oh, they are pretty. If you haven't have you not seen this set, go take a look at wizards.com and just you can see the whole entire item set and just look at this marvelous thing and get into this hobby. A few of my close friends have slowly adapted into Magic the Gathering.
No, I haven't.
Well, all but one. And I'm trying to find. And you said you wanted a Balrog?
Yeah, I was wondering if there was a Balrog because
No.
like that's what made me think when you were reading the location card, it made me stop and go, there's a fucking Balrog in that cave.
Yeah.
In that mountain.
Damn. Nope, no Balrog.
Yeah, it was worth the shot.
Yeah, it was. But Devourer Intellect, also known as the Brain Puppy. Yeah. And I'm probably gonna get back into it, and hopefully maybe get some more card packs, do some more card pack openings on TikTok. But it's a very pricey subject.
Did you hashtag that video?
Nope.
It's gonna be one of those if this shows up on your For You page.
Yeah, I know, right? I did nothing. I just launched it raw. Just no context, no text, no nothing.
Okay.
Hey, go away. Next up on the list, Humble Bundle. Their new month just dropped as far as, and a couple of the games caught my interest, but the number of games went down. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm going to take collection toys. So, a bit of an issue. Now it's 10 instead of 12. I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, I don't know if the quality of the games went up, because I do enjoy Mafia, as strange. You were having fun with that thinking, buddy, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Continue.
Mafia Definitive Edition, Iron Harvest 1920, which looks like a nice little steampunk
World War
I-esque just impossibility simulator. Project Winter, which is
killing a bear, apparently.
so it's like one of you is not trying to leave. It's basically The Thing, but with actual things that could still kill you, and you're just trying to kill everyone else and not get caught out and killed yourself. So there's like that one that's just like, let's stop everyone else from escaping this place. Oh, they're trying to repair the radio, destroy the radio.
Interesting.
Yeah. Rebel Corps, know nothing about it. Rustler, know nothing about it. Harry Stickmin Collection. Now, this I know a little bit about, and it's very bizarre.
It's the ship from Among Us.
Is it?
That's the ship from Among Us. That's all I know.
Oh. Is it made by the same dude? Oh. But in short, it's basically a choose your own adventure, and there's one right answer, but the other ones are just hilarious to watch fail. Yeah. Story. All for story. Farmer's Dynasty. Farming simulator, I guess.
Yeah, my brother bought the Farming Simulator game, realized he already owned it, and gave me the extra copy, and I was like, and he's like, we can play together. I was like, okay.
Have you played it?
No, he never played it with me, so there was no way I was going to play it on my own.
Okay. Between the Stars, From the Inside. This looks interesting. Well, simulation, adventure, RPG, action, strategy, hidden gem. Let's watch the trailer real quick. Let me
Sound off?
Yeah, I'm double checking. Back it up.
Backing up.
Backing up.
Backing up.
There we go.
It still plays.
Yeah, I know, right? Just to piss me off. Travel Among the Stars. Oh, that looked like a huge solar system that I...
Oh, so is it just like Event Horizon? Or not Event Horizon, that's a movie.
I mean, I would still like Event Horizon. And
Elite Dangerous?
With a little bit of storytelling, it seems, with choose your... with a little Mass Effect from the look of it.
I couldn't get into Elite Dangerous. I bought it so that I could play with my friend James.
It is It is Space Trucker Simulator.
Yeah, I bought it so I could play with my friend James. And I'm just like, I don't know.
It's fine if you're either doing piracy or if you're doing trucking. Put on a podcast. It's a nice unwind game because there's not a lot of stress, and if there is stress, you can handle it because you're a big fuck off trucker. Very neutral, very very neutral, and Retrowave. Okay, I can get down with Retrowave. It's a $2 game. I'm not saying that's bad. There have been a lot of really good $2 games. It's just
the fact that the number of games dropped and one of the games included is a $2 game.
Yes, but I love Retrowave. Retrowave. Oh my God, that's a Chuck E. Cheese floor.
So it's literally just like a driving thing, but on very 80s styled things.
Yeah, the infinite of space.
It's just a driving thing. You just drive.
You just drive.
Okay.
Highlight Protocol. This one's an interesting. This one I've seen before.
Midnight Protocol.
Midnight Protocol. What did I say?
Highlight.
Highlight. Oh. Wonder why I went there. There's no trailer to show you, but from what I gather on this one, it's like a XCOM style. A little bit lesser mechanics than XCOM. It uses all keyboard control.
Okay.
It's really hard to explain without showing you something, but it doesn't have a trailer to show. What is going on over here? Hopefully next month is a little bit more boisterous than this. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. Mafia and Iron Harvest, those two I know, and those two are probably worth the $12, and most of it goes to charity. And then Henry Stickmin, if you're wanting a little inexpensive game, no problem. But the rest seem a bit odd to me. Not bad odd, just odd.
Okay. Well, what charity is this going to go into?
Build On.
Build On. Okay. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I click it. 2/3 of the world's 785 million illiterate adults are female. Educating and empowering these women is a key first step to ending poverty in the developing world. When women are educated, they lift up their entire communities by improving family health, developing sustainable businesses, and making greater contributions to society. So, gender equality, as it should be.
Keep talking.
Yeah, I heard that.
I think my neighbor just crashed into something.
We exist in a paradigm where people can't pay attention to the road. But yes, of course, clicking the link down in the description, or if you're listening to this through the podcast, down in that little epitaph, you'll see that there is something to support us directly, which will continuously support charities over and over and over. Everything good?
Yeah.
Okay. I like Killer Instinct. Do you like Killer Instinct?
Yeah, I almost set a Mortal Kombat line, though, so I had to stop and, reorder my brain.
Yes. So,
Combo Breaker!
Killer Instinct, amazing game. I would love to have an arcade machine of it. $700. Does that sound fair? That does sound fair. You can purchase it. And I'm not even promoting it.
You sound like you are. You sound like a bad infomercial.
I did.
Killer Instinct.
I'm one of those white people that's like, do you have no control over your life? And you drop the bowl of cereal and you're just like...
So it's the arcade machine. It's the full size, which means it sits on top of a box to make it a full size.
It's a half size.
But it's the arcade 1-up ones that we've talked about in the past. So this is their new one. It's still in pre-order with an estimated mid-January ship date.
Yeah.
So jump on that if you can. It's $700.
Yeah, and it comes with Killer Instinct 2 and Battletoads.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So we don't have to call GameStop anymore and ask them if they have Battletoads.
Okay. And it
meme.
even comes with the Battletoads NES and SNES versions.
I actually really like that they're giving you the different versions there, because there's some people that grew up on one specific.
And do you want to know what else this thing has?
Wi-Fi
connectability, where you can play online with no subscription. So you could just pop right online and start combo breaking some dumb fools thinking they could step up to you.
I'd be the dumb fool getting combo bricked on.
Combo broked.
I'm not good at fighting games.
I'm adequate at best. But this thing looks immaculate. It looks like as if we were walking into a 1993 Chuck E. Cheese,
I'd rather walk into an arcade in the 80s, but okay.
Yeah, I would rather walk into an arcade late 80s. Because I want Rad Racer.
Gotcha. You don't want to possibly run into Polybius?
Sorry, I just gave the world's best, worst blank stare in the world. Because, so for those who don't know, Polybius is the game that was so addicting that it was causing people to have seizures in the back of their mind, and when they left the game, the seizures would either amplify or otherwise. See, that was one of the stories.
Well, the story I heard was that Polybius was randomly put in arcades so that they could test people's hand-eye stuff. It was like a government thing, and then randomly men in black suits would show up and take the machines away. The actual story has been figured out, though, as to what Polybius is.
Oh.
It was basically rumor mill based off of a specific game at a place. But yeah, it's all been figured out now. But it was one of the really fun, really weird, interesting What's the word I'm looking for?
Dumpster fires?
Yeah, that too. Theories.
Conspiracy?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fucking brain.
It's okay.
More coffee. Get
yeah,
there.
Yeah, more coffee, because you've been yawning. Oxygen to the brain, man.
Coffee and sugar.
Oh, yeah, macho man.
Mega powers. Have you ever seen that video where they're doing the mega power thing and they start to reach up, but they never actually touch each other, and so they just keep with their hands out. Macho Man and Hogan, and they're just
Like this?
yeah throughout the whole video as they're cutting their promo. A lot of drugs in that one video.
A lot of, I mean, the cream. You can't tell me, but at the same time,
That's what happens when your diet is nothing but Slim Jims.
I mean, real talk. If my diet was all Slim Jims, I'd probably be like, the cream. Oh, yeah.
All right.
But $700 per order now. These things, if I remember right, the last one, which I believe was the Simpsons one?
Might have been.
It was either the Simpsons or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one.
I
But
remember
that
we
one,
did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one.
That one was sold out. I remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Do me a
Turtles.
favor, check to see if the Simpsons one is back.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
But you're talking about the fact that they sell out quick.
Ridge Racer!
What you were getting to there is that they sell out quick, so people better jump on them.
Yes.
I would love to have some old arcade machines and probably set some of them up in here. I'm so iffy on the fact that these ones are $700.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they look great. They're gonna work fantastic, but they're not actually full size. They say they are, but they're sitting on a box.
They're maybe
not
half
full size.
They're maybe half.
They're $700,
Hmm.
and the reality is you can buy a couple of boards, build some
Arduinos.
stuff with some reclaimed wood, slap some stickers on it, and
Put an
stick a
old
Raspberry Pi in that bitch. and,
Old CRT.
yeah, just a fucking monitor like this one, like just a simple computer monitor, flat
that.
computer monitor.
Yeah.
Slap it in there, and you've built your own arcade machine for a fucking fraction.
For maybe, what, 200 at most if you're wanting a good monitor?
I mean, $100 for a good Raspberry Pi, so that you're not going the low one, even though you could pull it on the low one if you
And
wanted.
I think that's maybe 100 right there. That right there is probably 100.
yeah, grab a $100 screen, so you're at $200 there.
And then scrapyard for the
Yeah.
panels.
Yeah, grab the wood from scrapyard and then some stickers. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love a professional one, but their
700,
prices are kind of rough.
But it comes pre-built. It
Yep.
comes all ready to
Takes
go.
all of it out, all the hassle out. So this is the TMNT one, and this one is available. But we were looking for Simpsons. Simpsons was the one
I thought
was
you were looking
curious.
for TMT. I'm sorry. Yep, right there. Let's see. Is it available?
Yeah, so that one would be a blast.
Yes, it is. Oh, and you can buy them straight
Yeah.
up.
I've never actually seen the Simpsons one in store, but I have seen the arcade one up in store.
Now, the cool thing about this one is it bubbles out.
Yeah,
so
it
you
does
got
have the bigger,
because of the 4 people.
and it's got the globe in the middle too, which is nice. There's definitely a reason to invest in these. It's just I'm saying if you don't have $700,
I'm trying to remember. It's Maggie loses her pacifier but gains like a nuclear rod or something, like a gem. And
in the Simpsons one.
yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
And then you have an evil Smithers. It's been a while. It has been a fucking while, but I it's like somewhat clicking in there because I remember seeing the intro trailer so many times.
There's talks that they're remastering one of the original home console games. I think it's Hit and Run.
Oh yeah, that would
And
actually be really fun right now.
People are kind of saying, I would pay $60 for it if it was Hit and Run, and what's the other one?
There's the brawling one that I don't remember the name of.
Well, there's another one that people are like, you throw that one in there, and I'm like, no, fuck it. I mean, there was only three
Good ones.
home console ones.
Oh no, there was a bunch on the NES, my guy, and they were not great. There's
Okay.
2 on the Sega Genesis.
We'll go with the good ones. There's 3
Okay.
good ones from disc era home console.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Give me all 3 of those on one, I'll pay fucking $70 for it. If they're remastered, and I'm not saying, oh, we just made it run on today's. Like, make them look good.
Okay, do you want them to fix the bugs?
Yes.
Oh, I personally would want some of the bugs, to be honest. Just because Hit and Run was a buggy mess. It
Chat
was.
says that happened. I'm thinking they're talking about the Simpsons thing. So did it?
I mean, let's find out.
Because I know it's been in talks for a while, and I want it to happen if it hasn't. How I remade The Simpsons Hit and Run in a week.
It's very recent.
Yeah, that's like something someone did.
Yeah.
In Unreal Engine, yeah, but it's not an actual official release.
Yeah, can we purchase it? Well, I kind of want to see it done in Unreal. It probably look pretty. Thanks, IGN, for this. Just gonna quickly scale to the.
There we go. Ooh, it does look good.
It looks very South Parky.
It's a little clunky.
Ooh, yeah. Motion blur always messes with my mind.
But, I mean, you get a team in here to take what was already existing and to touch it up, and this could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember playing this one. It was a janky mess, but if this can become a little bit better, I would love to see it. Would love to see cool. The Simpsons writer even says he
Matt Selman.
Complicated corporate. Hold on, a complicated corporate octopus to try and make that happen. I mean, not really. You don't really need a team of 5 people.
I don't think that's what he's talking about. I think he's talking about the fact that you got to figure the game is owned by whatever fucking exclusivity there was. It was what, PlayStation 2?
It was PlayStation 2, but I believe it was THQ.
Okay, so THQ. Is THQ still around?
THQ Nordic was bought out by... I think they're independent again?
Okay, but they would own the rights to that game. Then you've got the fact that Disney now owns Simpsons, but Disney doesn't want to do games.
They're outsourcing for them.
Yeah, they're outsourcing their licensing.
So they say, hey, THQ Nordic, even though you're no longer THQ technically, can you buff up this game? I mean, if money talks and money walks, because everybody has a price.
What's the other Simpsons games? Because now I'm blanking on them.
Okay, hold on. Simpsons home video game. Nope. Here we go. The Simpsons video games. All right. The Simpsons, March 1991. It is on the Xbox Live Marketplace, which is interesting.
Or at least it was at some point.
It was at some point. I wonder if there's a code out there somewhere, like someone who's still generating codes for this thing. So Bart vs. Space Mutants. I remember this one. This one sucked ass. It was for the OG NES, and I do remember that
Game Gear.
Yeah, Game Gear.
Wow. Let's see. Keep going. I'm looking for specific.
Bart versus the Juggernauts. This one I remember. Bart's Nightmare. I remember this one.
Bartman meets Radioactive Man.
Virtual Bart for...
Itchy and Scratchy. See, for some of these NES ones and stuff like that, they could just do a pack and just release them. Just fucking...
Yeah.
do a port, you know?
Well, the problem with this one is it's all Acclaim and Konami, and they are both... Well, Acclaim is gone. I don't know. I think that's Atari now? It's... Corporate acquisitions just boggles my woggle, man. Yeah. But it's mostly Acclaim. But I don't know where Acclaim is right now.
And so the question comes down to who owns Acclaim now.
Yeah, who owns Acclaim now, or who owns the rights for this now?
So,
if nobody owns this now, it's free right. But can they sell off of something that was already created under a different name?
I'm not sure. Keep scrolling, but we'll come back and click on the Acclaim link to see.
Okay. Simpsons Wrestling.
Road Rage.
Oh.
That was the one I was thinking of. Road Rage was a blast.
Okay.
So you take Hit and Run, take Road Rage, put those together, and then there's a third one that I would say throw in. I mean, the Simpsons game in general is good.
Tapped Out?
Tapped Out's the mobile game.
Oh.
Maybe it was just the Simpsons game was the third one I was thinking of. But, Road Rage and Hit and Run together in a set, I'll buy it for $60. If it's like a nice remaster.
70?
70, you'd have to throw in something
else?
like a third for me.
Okay.
Either one of the small NES ones or the Simpsons game itself or something.
Okay. Let's see here. Chapter 7 bankruptcy and that were auctioned off to various parties. So someone does own it. It's just a matter of who.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's the weird spot we end up in with all this stuff. I mean, the fact that Atari exists now. Atari went out of business. This Atari that exists now is not the same Atari.
It has a few of its old runners for it, from what I was understanding.
Through specific legal accusations and whatnot.
Yes, of course. But damn, there's so much nonsense through Acclaim, Activision. I mean, Activision's still in the shit. We just talked about one before starting up the cast.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
The hacking nonsense.
Oh, right. That's what we forgot to pull up. No, not that. Game Pass games.
Okay, I'll pull that up right now because that sounds like a good one before we get into the other thing. We'll do this.
That bird that does it, he's happy you found him.
Huh?
You haven't seen the bird on TikTok that does the sound? The Legend of Zelda sound?
Final Fantasy?
Or Final Fantasy sound? Sorry.
Yes. I've seen many a bird do it, but...
So there's one where like they uncover him and he does the sound, and so it's he's happy you found him.
Aw.
Not that one.
No,
this
one. Okay, so a few of these, I've heard about them, but I haven't really dug into them. Like Olia. Olia, I've heard, was a very good classical story. Outer Wilds was on there. I never knew it left.
Yeah, it left a while back, and now it's back.
Well, I'm glad it's back. I actually really enjoyed Outer Wilds. Gorogoa, I did not see this one, but it looks trippy just from the cover.
Ember, which looks like some weird granny with an axe.
And a bomb. The Pedestrian, which gives me a little bit of, just from the cover, because I don't know nothing about nothing, it gives me a little bit of Goat Simulator vibes.
Maybe.
The Anacrusis.
Which is a game preview.
Yeah, that one's on game preview, so I'm going to have to take a bit of a glance at that one. And through EA Play, we're getting the full Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Which is cool. I mean, I guess it gives me a reason to try Mass Effect again, because I started Mass Effect 1, and then when it opened up to where you can go wherever you want, I haven't been paying enough attention, so I didn't know where I was supposed to go, and I keep jumping into planets that are way out of my fucking level, and I just got pissed off and deleted the game.
One do be like that. 2 is a little bit more...
Streamlined?
Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. It's not necessarily streamlined, but it's if you go to an area that you really shouldn't be, it's not going to necessarily pull you away, but it's going to be like, hey, be prepared for a fight.
This isn't what you thought.
And one that I actually might download as soon as it drops, Spelunky 2. I like Spelunky. And I think this one's multiplayer as well, so...
Alrighty.
I'm hype. And 3 dropped recently, which is Olia, Gorogoa, and the Pedestrian, so good stuff. Mm-hmm. I'll have to take a peek at the Pedestrian and figure out what the hell that is.
I like the stuff they're doing with the Game Pass. Even like the goofy shit they're doing, like the phone number you can call.
There was a guy who was pushing like when the PlayStation Plus games were being nudged and said, "I'd like to see you get some good games." Hashtag Xbox Game Pass, and I was like, dude, this is Strikers. Strikers has been out for 2 years, man.
It ignores the entire Mass Effect being on there. Ignores all of Master Chief Collection being on there.
And Halo Infinite.
Ignores the entire Bethesda library being on there.
And I'm just like, you may have a podcast talking about, Sony in general, but homie, don't pick up a sword to a fight you ain't willing to fight.
I did the PlayStation Now, and it was fun to be able to go through and play the God of War games and a couple of the newer Ratchet and Clank games, because that was one of the biggest problems with the Sony thing, is like only certain games were the old versions.
Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to hop on my PS4 right now and go through 2 series. One, Sly Cooper. I've never played Sly Cooper, but I've always been interested in heists. And the second one that you like, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
I've never played any of those.
So I have everything that you could have on the PlayStation 2, which I loaned to someone years ago, and they have not given it back. And so I'm curious if my games are ever coming back or not. Yeah. Along with some memory cards. Yeah.
Oh, that's...
I mean, the memory cards were empty, but that way they could save the game was the concept.
Yeah, but even still, like...
That's one of the things that kind of sucks, is like PlayStation's kind of like, what? Old stuff? Fuck you. So like going back and playing those isn't exactly easy now.
No, but through current generation of how to handle things, I can purchase it and then emulate it and say I own it, so I can now emulate it. Mm-hmm. And that is the legal workaround. But I still have a PS2. It's a working PS2.
Oh, yeah, I still have a PS2 also.
Yeah, and I have the attachment that allows me to hook it up to my current gen TV. The only downside is when it cuts off on the right side, it's a little like 1 pixel thick of just weird color.
It's interesting.
It's interesting, but I can still play my stuff. Yeah, it's fine.
Just put a piece of black tape down the screen.
I could do that.
Get a Sharpie.
Yeah. No. Draw a mustache on me right now.
All right, what we got next?
This thing.
Oh, so OPI, it's a beauty company doing nail polish, has announced that starting in February, globally and through Ulta, they will be doing a new line of 2, 4,
11.
6, 8, 10, 12.
12?
I think. 12,
12
nail polishes that are all Xbox inspired in some way. And depending on which one you buy, they average starting out around 10 something. And I think the most expensive one is 13 because they got the lacquers and whatnot. Depending on which ones you buy, depends on the theme that it is. And it comes with some kind of special in-game content. For instance, they advertised that sparkly blue one right there. Right there. As a Master Chief one. And if you buy that, the content you will get for Halo Infinite is to make his suit that color. Go to the left for me.
Whoop.
I think it was not the sparkly pink, but the other pink. I think it was that one. It was advertised as a Forza one, so you'll be able to get it for some of the cars.
I do like me some Forza right now. I haven't played it in a minute, but I need to pop back in.
I don't wear nail polish. Not my thing.
I would probably just wear thumbs.
Yeah.
In support.
But Lauren is thinking of doing the Master Chief one. So I may get a Master Chief color for Halo Infinite.
When you decide to play it, yeah?
Yeah, if I ever do. But I think it's a really cool thing. I think it's a cool thing in a couple of ways because, first of all, I think it's going to inspire people who have always been curious about nail polish but never done it to get into it.
Yes.
But also for the women that are into nail polish, it's kind of a big company recognizing female gamers in a sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
if
male
think
gamers that like
or male
paint their
gamers that
nails.
like it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if female gamers, there's a stigma, and so I like to see some people getting around that. You know. So, all right, what else we got? More Xbox?
Just a list. Just a list of the color names.
Okay. So, Quest for Quartz. Interesting.
Pixel Dust, Racing for Pinks. Pink
That's why it's pink.
Susie is my avatar. I don't get that one. Trading Paint, which is a car reference. Heart and Console. Oh. The Past is Always Greener. Sage Simulation. You Had Me at Halo. You Can't Control Me. CTRL. Achievement Unlocked and Noobberry.
Or no, it's Newberry. Or Noob-Airy.
Noob-Airy. Newberry.
I like that.
Newberry?
Those are fun. I think it's a great thing. They
And
did
I
a
like
nice
these
photo show with the controllers and the colors.
Yeah, I kind of want them because, I mean, I have a weird, strange soft spot for pastels, and these color controllers are really nice. I would pay $50 for one.
I think these ones are the 60.
Fine,
The
I'll
60.
pay the extra 10 for the color.
It's either the 60 or the 70.
Oh, if it's 70, that's a little much.
I think it's 60, but I could be wrong. There's a Master Chief.
There's a Mustard Chief, and there's the Halo. Oh, that's actually not bad. It's like a nice orange to a gradient pink, and it's not very... I don't like orange. I've never liked orange. But this is actually kind of pleasing. It's like a setting sun.
Here you go. Go back up. Have you dreamed of having your controller perfectly match your nails? Fans will have a chance to win a custom Xbox wireless controller and top trending cues, achievement unlocked, racing for pinks, and can't control me. A range of colors, perfect for everyone. Follow along with OPI on Instagram and TikTok for details on how to win. But yeah, so they come out February 1st. I guess they're also going to be selling it on OPI.com, Amazon, CVS, Target, beautybrands.com, Chatters, Dillard's, Hudson's Bay, Regis, Sally Beauty, and SallyBeauty.com. But the original post I saw was very much that it's going to be at Ulta. I guess it's really going to come down to where you can get OPI where you're at. So yeah, $10.50 in US, and 13 for the shine colors. So
the regular lacquer will be the 1050. Yeah. That's interesting. For more information, visit opi.com. Well, there isn't much information there yet, so hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Because they still got the New Year's colors as their front line. So soon. Oh, wait, there we go. It's up top. It's a banner.
Oh, shit. They already sold out some of them? What's with the line?
Out of
stock.
stock.
Yeah, they're out of stock on 5 colors already, including the one Lauren wanted.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not good. Oh, boy. Free in-game content with $20 OPI. So does it matter what color you get?
Well, maybe it doesn't. The original post I read, it made it seem like it did, but a free in-game color when you buy $20 or so, you just gotta buy 2 of them.
Yeah, it doesn't change this any at all. It just changes that line right there.
All right. Well, interesting.
So get whatever color you want. Be happy.
Everybody be happy.
Live life, love. Dude.
I don't think that was right.
Live, laugh, love. There.
Live life, love. Bonds John's having a strong.
Bames John's having a strong collabondulance.
I have no idea what this game is. You were like, I've been excited for this. And I was like, okay.
Okay, so Jet Set Radio.
Yes.
You've played it.
Many moons ago, but yeah, I know of it. What it is.
A fan-made successor, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
That's basically what this is. And I love Jet Set Radio. I love the music. I love the atmosphere. I love
Blades.
Yeah, I love it all. It's all great. So I am here to support this in any way, shape, or form. Hopefully it'll drop on... let me see if it showcases where it's going to drop. Because that I never knew. It said it was going to be on computer, but it never told us where the hell it's going to be.
Thank you, IGN, for the video.
Thank you, IGN, for the video. Its release date is to be... Okay, but what is it going to be released on?
Wait, why does it say TBC? That's to be continued, not...
To be...
It should be TBA.
TBA or TBT. To be
Wait.
determined.
Oh. I thought you said TBT. I was confused on what that was.
TBD. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I'm hoping that it's going to be on console because this thing deserves a console release. All right. Is there any other gaming thing? Off top of it?
I don't think so.
But shoe news. Well, guess what? There's more gaming.
In a sense.
In a sense. Adidas, Bait, and Street Fighter 2 have the best collaboration because it is Street Fighter 2. E Honda, Chun-Li, Ryu, and Dahalim? I do not know how to pronounce his name, and I'm sorry, and I'm not going to try and butcher it anymore. But those 4 fighters are referenced to the each shoe there. Even the insoles have it.
They're straight up graphics from the game.
Yeah. I believe this is Dahalim with the little skull totems on the side. Flame out the front. It looks like it's just like printed on canvas, kind of stitched in. Looks good. Looks great. Let's head down. I believe this is Ryu. Looks like his gi with Japanese characters on the side that I do not know what... Or no, Chinese characters on the side.
I wouldn't know either way.
In short...
barely read English.
Yeah, bad news is I don't know what it is. But it looks like an actual good wear. E Honda looks like his Kabuki face paint. I believe it's Kabuki. And it just good. They look good. That is the best thing I could say. They do look very flashy, but I don't really have much to say over that. Chun-Li's very blue and yellow, with a nice streak of brown for her thigh highs.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And the insoles all look good.
I don't even know if those necessarily thigh highs. They go all the way up. I feel like they're leggings.
Leggings? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a leotard or something she's wearing under there.
Stockings.
Something. I mean, no, because stockings would just be on each leg. Like, look at that image right there. That covers butt. There's definitely some kind of pants.
Stockings cover butt. Like a pant stocking?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I wasn't thinking.
But even still.
I like the way all these shoes look. They actually all look pretty good.
Yeah, they look fun. They look great. Did they have a price? I don't think I saw. I think it said to be determined yet.
Oh.
Let me go back up. Yeah, it said to be determined. Oh, here we go. $140.
Fuck.
Yeah, little fuck.
The rest of the collection, which will include apparel and toys, it ranges from $30 to $75.
Yeah, which is like shirts and toys. I'm curious about the toys then.
See if you can click on Bates' website.
When I tried it on my phone, it didn't work.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, some T-shirts with like the stats and stuff with the characters.
Oh, Evil Ryu.
There's like little figures. Okay.
Okay. Ooh, I would probably get this. I like the continue fight screen, and then this here is I think Third Strike. Is this motherfucking Third Strike?
Now, you say that,
No,
but it said
Strike.
insert coin on the back or on it. But next thing you know, people are gonna walk up and start trying to stick coins in you.
Free money.
Depending on where they stick it, though.
Free money. All of it kind of says bait on it. What is this? First Strike?
Ooh, I don't like those ones.
These ones?
No.
Yeah.
No, this isn't the one I was talking about.
That's the original.
What is your thing with Third Strike?
I love Third Strike.
Okay, the ones right there.
These?
No, to the right.
The Kidokyo.
I just they look like Beavis and Butthead characters.
Oh my god. Yeah, they kind of do.
I'm not trying to be mean.
No, but
It's just they kind of look like Beavis and Butthead
yeah, they
characters.
kind of do.
There's 187 different fucking items.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And pillows. You want pillows? $20.
I don't know that I want to roll over and see almost any of those.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I just hovered over a Zangief. Oh. Oh. Give me that 1,000 deaths. Yes. Gorky. Yeah, some really good apparel here. Some good animation, it seems. Artists drew some good stuff just to make... Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, go take a peek. Baitme.com. That sounded weird, but that is a website.
BAITME.com.
Yes.
Because it kind of sounded like it said bait meat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there was no right way to finish that except for how to spell it, which I'm glad you did.
Okay.
Okay.
Boop. Oh, look, it's Spooderman.
Spooderman. John Spooderman.
So there's
Swinging
been lots of news about the movie and whatnot. We're not going to spoil anything, don't worry. But I am going to mention a few things that if you saw the movie, one of these makes sense to you, just don't comment on it because we don't want to spoil anything.
That is correct.
But there's been a few things confirmed about the future of Spider-Man. First of all, Jacob Batalon, the actor that plays Ned, will not be returning for any more movies. At least not in the foreseeable future. It's kind of sad. I like him, and I hope his career does well.
Yes.
Next, we've confirmed that we are going to get a new trilogy. I'm assuming they're dropping the home name style, and this is going to be, since this is a new run, it will be Tom Holland. It will be about his Spider-Man, so it's going to be his Spider-Man's trilogy, rather than being how his first movie dealt with him in Iron Man, and how his second movie dealt with him in S.H.I.E.L.D. in other countries, and how this one dealt with him in Doctor Strange and whatnot. He's going to have his Spider-Man's trilogy. That's the next step for the Spider-Man movies.
So that means we're getting the double life of Peter Parker, where Peter Parker is right behind J. Jonah Jameson going, I'll take pictures of Spider-Man. Spooderman.
If they decide to
do that.
But yeah, his character's getting his trilogy. Also, it's out there and you can look it up if you want. The concept artist for No Way Home did release what they feel his symbiote suit would look like. I fucking hate it. He looks all string bean and weird, and I feel like it took way too much from Spider-Man 3's symbiote on
Toby?
No. Toby's was just a black version of the suit.
Oh.
It's Eddie Brock. I can't think of the actor's name. Topher Grace.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It feels very Topher Grace's symbiote, and I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like they're trying too hard with the Topher Grace one. Like with the Toby one, they just made the suit black, which was fine, I guess. They should have made it look more like the comic suit rather than it just being Toby's suit in black. But
Let's make it purple.
Yeah, you could do the purple too. With the
and
Topher,
then that weird white one that you showed me the cover of.
that's Anti-Venom. That's different.
That's weird though.
It's different.
I know it's different, but you said you don't want to see that. That's another thing you don't want to see.
I'd like to see it eventually, not right now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, the anti-Venom storyline's fun.
All right, sorry for cutting you off. Keep going.
But the I don't like the Topher Grace symbiote, and I don't like the way they made him look in the Venom movies. They're trying too hard to show that it's like that there's a creature on him, and it's like, no, it's supposed to be like fluid. Like, it looks like he's wearing a suit and he's buff and just has a crazy jaw. Like, it doesn't need to be all squiggly and textured and stuff.
I like the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 one where it's hunched over. His arms feel like they are going to sink into the floor if they fell off. Like, and then, you know, he does like strange movements. His whole entire body contorts into like this giant whale-like mouth with giant jaws, you know. And then his like intro, he, you know, closes his fist and you see Eddie Brock's head, and then he goes, "We are Venom," and it just consumes his head, and he goes to it.
And then from that point on, though, it doesn't look like a weird textured thing. It's
an amalgamation. He turns into liquid.
Pull up the PlayStation.
Is Eddie Brock wet if he's covered in symbiote?
Only if the symbiote's wet.
Oh.
Pull up the symbiote, or pull up the Venom from the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game.
I miss that.
I have that. I have the sequel, too. I've never actually played the sequel.
I miss this game, man.
This is a decent look for Venom. I mean, obviously, it suffers from the graphics and whatnot. Why is it giving us the whole fucking beginning opening thing? We see Venom for like 2 seconds in this.
Yeah.
No, actually, we don't even see Venom in this. It's just Eddie the whole fucking time. Oh, there we go. That's right.
Oh, my
But, like,
God.
it looks like it's just, like, it's just him, and then you'll have the bits that stick off. The carnage in this is pretty good, too.
I remember this game being long for what it was.
It is a decent sized game. It's also got one of my favorite Venom things. Like, they made Venom kind of stupid throughout it, which is hilarious. But it's got one of my favorite things where he's like, you're chasing Venom and whatnot at one point. There's Carnage. You get Monster Ock in this also, which is really weird and interesting, where it's the Carnage symbiote on Doc Ock. But so you're doing this whole mission at one point where you're chasing Venom, and you get to the end of it, and Venom lands in like an alleyway, which is confusing because you can't touch the ground throughout literally the entire game because of the stuff we're seeing right now in the clip of like the green gas. But you get to fight Venom in a fucking alleyway, which never made any sense. But you get this part where he's like, "Where'd Spider-Wuss go?" And he's looking for him and starts going, "Spider-Wuss, come out and play." And then fucking Spider-Man just tag and lands on him hard as shit. And I fucking love it. This game has so many great things. This little moment with Black Cat is great. And then you've got Stan Lee's voicing at the beginning of the mission. Hello, welcome, true believers and newcomers. And it's a great fucking thing. All kinds of comic book references. You can go to the Fantastic Four's Baxter building. Daredevil shows up in one of the cut scenes, and you get the fact that he can tell whether or not Spidey's lying. And you can see Captain America for about 5 seconds. They also made Rhino stupid as shit, which is hilarious. There's a part where they're sitting there, they're playing poker, or something like that, and he like slams down his cards, and he's like, "Hey, I win. You guys thought I was stupid." And then he goes, "Oh wait, I think I made a mistake." And he sits back down. And then at one point he's like, "If you're a rhino," oh no, he goes, "If you're an octopus, you're a scorpion, and I'm a rhino. What's a Mysterio?"
That's a good line. That's a real good line.
It had a great boss battle with Mysterio as well. I love this game. I've never played the sequel. I finally bought it at a used game store a couple years back, and I've never gone around to dusting off the PS2.
Ooh, that movement looked good for some ungodly reason. Like that, like
yeah. But I've always liked this. Like, it's a suit, but then it kind of
does what it needs to do.
I also really liked the way McFarlane redrew that first image we got of Venom from the Venom movie, and like the way he made him look was amazing.
I like the one with the googly eyes.
I love the googly eyes.
And then this little scene where it just sounds like he's going through all the things.
It's a blast. It's crazy. I played this game so many times that I can tell you the dialogue.
I played the N64 version. It lost a lot of what made this game great because it was like a dumbed down version because console limitations. But I would have loved to play the PlayStation 1 version, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
It's so much fun. And it stacks up. Like, I can still have a blast with this game today. And you can set it on the hardest difficulty, and it gets difficult. This is also one that was, like, for the cheats. Like, you could do the cheats that, like, make you, like, invincible and stuff like that. But you could also do, like, cheats that made, like, fun things happen throughout the game. Also, you could unlock suits. So you can get the bombastic. I think they call it the amazing Bagman in this one, but you can get the bombastic Spider-Man suit. You can get the Ben Reilly suit, and it gives you bless you.
Ooh, thank you.
It gives you stats on the suits and like where they came from and storyline,
Like the first introduction.
and like the history of them and whatnot. And there was a bunch of like comic book information throughout it. Yeah,
That's fucking
See,
hilarious.
And then they dive into the fucking gas. Here's the Spider-Whistle line. Where'd Spider-Whistle go? And they're fucking fighting in an alleyway despite the gas that kills you if you get off the building top.
We don't ask questions.
But no, I really liked this. The Ultimate Spider-Man game did an okay Venom as well. And then of course there's the entire Spider-Man game. I think it's Web of Shadows that focuses around the symbiotes and all that shit. I can't carry more web. I'm already at full health. Lines of dialogue from the game. This battle was always fun. You can throw that dumpster in that car at him.
As one would.
Oh yeah, and he'll lick you and he'll say things like, brains, yummy.
Itchy tasty.
And Spidey's just like, oh, gross, as he's getting licked. It's fucking hilarious. This was from a great era, because I think this is Activision.
Might be.
I'm pretty sure this is Activision. And I want to say thank you to Big Game Boss, the person on YouTube whose video we're using right now.
Yes, thank you. 3 sequels, but where's the original?
I didn't know they had 3 sequels. I only knew about the one.
It doesn't really.
Enter Electro.
This game and its PS1 sequel featured narration from Spider-Man
Mysterio
co-creator
Menace.
Stan Lee.
Oh, that's because the third one was only released on Game Boy Advance. That's why. That's why I never knew about it. And obviously, Spider-Man games have gotten better and worse throughout it. Oh, Neversoft.
Wow.
They're gone.
Well, it's technically Activision, I guess.
Oh, yeah, and Punisher's in it. Hey there. He's at the poker game.
That's the old school costume, too.
Yeah. And there's other Spider-Man games out there that are definitely better, but this is one of my favorites. It's just I was thinking of like what I want from a Venom suit, and then you said purple, and I was like, oh, you know what? This Spider-Man game had a great Venom suit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the bluish one. So, all right, moving on.
This trailer was hilarious. What I'm talking about is Peacemaker got its official Red Band trailer, so it required us to log in. It was a hoot. It seems John had a lot of fun with Peacemaker, and I'm glad that he gets to keep doing Peacemaker things.
I think you're going to love the emote I just dropped. Blow it up so you can see it.
I like it. That's cute.
So the Peacemaker comes out on the 13th, I do believe.
Double checking?
I'm going to say 13th.
17th.
Nope.
Oh, no, it starts
13th.
January 13th. I'm sorry. I saw the last number.
Followed by episodes weekly through January 17th.
Yes.
Thank you, IGN, for the information. I'm pretty excited for this show, which is amazing because I'm not excited for anything DC.
I am also not excited for anything DC.
And I like DC comics. A good amount.
Neutral.
I own a lot of DC comics.
Chaotic neutral.
I own a lot of DC movies. I saw a post the other day that said based off of leaks from the new Flash movie, which is supposed to be like Flashpoint Paradox movie, that it marks it's using the Flash from the Justice League movie. But Michael Keaton's back as Batman for it.
I'll hold hope until I see a trailer.
I think there's a teaser, but I could be wrong.
I'll wait.
But I guess leaks came out for it, and that it's suggesting the end of the DCEU, and I immediately went, "What EU?" Oh.
Shit.
First of all, I was home alone, and I don't know why I yelled it out. But secondly, I mean,
there are times when no one's around, and I'll say some dumb shit and be like, "But where am I wrong?" I was thinking it, so I might as well say it.
All right. Peacemaker, I think, is going to be a freaking blast. Go watch it if you like violence and foul language and the quest of doing almost anything for peace.
And an eagle.
And an eagle. A bald eagle.
A bald eagle.
A majestic bald eagle that are going extinct because of their mating rituals.
I never knew that.
Eagles will hook up and in midair and stop flying. They will plummet towards the ground until they are done. Or until they hit the ground, one or the other.
Okay. That a little bit of fun fact from good old Quincy.
The symbol of America.
So I
could be wrong, but that's what I've always heard.
So CES is doing their thing.
What does CES stand for? I always forget.
Consumer Electronics Show.
Thank you. I always forget. I sit there and go cyber electronics.
Yeah. And with consumer electronics, of course, we get vehicles.
Which is always wild to me because I never stop and think of cars as electronics, but they're becoming more and more electronics now than they ever have.
That is correct. And this one is a pretty nice BMW that changes color.
Yeah, and we're going to have to thank a few people on this real quick because we did not go to CES.
So CNET, but CNET, of course, branches off into Roadshow. So it's thank you, CNET.
And thank you, Stephen Ewing, for your glorious fucking post here where you show each level of this.
Yeah. So it goes from a nice pure white with a nice black trim on the bottom, and then it kind of has like a gradient. And I'm curious to know what is the level you can do? Can you do designs?
Yeah,
can you do like the whole thing of like splashing cold water on certain parts to turn it into that color? Like, I would want to know more details, but otherwise,
BMW is full color changing it. Even the wheels get affected. They're not showing that in this image.
Okay.
But here's my thing. I feel like this is illegal as fuck.
You can commit a crime in a white car, change it to black. They're not looking for the black car. They're looking for the white one.
License plates are still a thing, but I mean, if you know you're going to go commit a crime, I don't know. I feel like this is illegal as fuck.
Oh, and it does do the thing I said of which I wanted it to do. Ooh, I kind of like that. Oh, that's so cool. On each of the doors independently.
I mean, some of these look ugly as fuck.
They
but
do.
I guess you could get real creative with it. I feel like it's by panel.
Yeah.
So I don't know how detailed you can get, but...
Ooh, a nice little, like...
Grayish,
but with, like, a nice, like, earth crack. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because, I mean, you have to report your car color to the DMV.
Not if they can catch me. Ooh, I like that.
Okay, there's, like, some actual designs. Okay.
I like that. I can get down.
Okay,
with, like,
there's the wheels.
Ooh. BMW getting futuristic here. I like this.
I mean, I'm not a big Beamer person, but this is pretty cool.
What if this was like affordable? Like let's say top mounted, top brass, all features, $55K.
It's still almost twice what I spent on my car.
Yes, but if you could budget it proper.
So, I mean, it comes down to the fact that it's an SUV.
Yeah.
Which is kind of an issue for me. It's also the fact of what is the warranty going to be like, things like that. So it's not all about price.
Fair enough.
And I feel like the body work on a color-changing vehicle is fucking outrageous. Wow, this thing is really pushy with considering.
There we go.
Like, it really was like you looked at 8,000 things, and it's like all we did was scrolled.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like, how much is it going to cost if someone dings my fucking door outside of Walmart?
Yeah.
Or since I'm driving a $50-something thousand Beamer, which I'm sure this is actually more than that, but since I'm driving such an expensive Beamer, while I'm sitting outside of Whole Foods. Okay, it's $106,095. I love that they couldn't just make an even $106,000 or even $106,100, including the $995,000 and destination change.
$995.
Or $995, sorry. destination change, which makes it roughly $22,000 more expensive than the iX Driver 50.
I don't know what that one is, but even still,
That's
I know
probably
the
the top of the
iX.
line.
The iX is a part of the BMW, but
Yeah, well, this is an iX M60.
yes. So I don't know what the X Drive.
X Driver is probably like the top of the line iX,
probably.
I would assume.
But
That's a lot of money.
But it says look for it to arrive in BMW dealers in June for this. But okay, let's say with that $55,000 expenditure. Don't look at the 106. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Let's say with that 55, considering in like 5 years it'll drop to that price anyways, because that's what cars do.
Okay.
Let's say you want to sit in your damn car and have it be a god dang entertainment center.
I don't understand.
So the sunroof drops down and you have yourself what looks to be an extended widescreen TV.
Yeah. Really? Like, it's very vertically challenged.
It is very vertically challenged, but to be fair, I would like this for movie viewing, because even if it only had the scaling to 1080, it would just cut off the sides and just be dark.
And my question is, how often are you going to use this that you need this? Again, thank you, Stephen Ewing.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Because the reality is, the only time I'm watching movies in my car is a handful of things. At a drive-in, which then I'm not going to use this. It's a 31-inch, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. It does a 32.9 format, so it's 8K.
So 32 by 9, that's... So
Up to 8K.
Up to 8K, but yeah, well, of course, but that's the rate, the resolution. But the format, yeah, see, the format is a little weird since we can't think of anything outside of the gaming designed for this aspect ratio.
Okay.
So,
So, I mean, the only time I watch anything in my car is on my phone when I'm waiting for Lauren to get off of work or something like
grabbing
that.
lunch.
Yeah, or if because I drive for work, sometimes I'll park and I'll prop the phone up and I'll turn on an episode of like Sopranos or something and eat a burger. I mean, that's great, but
You can't do that.
don't need a 31-inch, and then I'm gonna have to probably pay for a fucking data plan.
Oh yeah, I mean it comes with the Amazon Fire TV, but yeah, you're right. It would need to be a data plan or.
I mean, the Tesla includes the data for the Netflix and whatnot, I think.
Let's cycle that around then. Okay, boom, $50 plus a SIM card if it allows for a SIM card placement for a T-Mobile. So $50 a month extra. That would hurt it significantly, but it would be fair because it would be unlimited data anyways.
That's the next thing. So people might be sitting there going, well, what if I go camping or go up to Makeout Point? Because I'm sure that's still a thing. I'll meet you at the malt shop later, and we'll roller skate to the Bee Gees. I don't know.
And have a good old burger.
We'll go to Pops. So we actually have two different places out here named Pops. We have Pop Soda and we have Pop's Philly Cheesesteaks. Which, by the way, Lauren pointed out, Pop's Philly Cheesesteaks is called Pops because it's Philly. It's like something of Philly.
Oh.
P-O-P.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go up to Makeout Point, or I'm gonna go. I smacked the Wi-Fi.
That's fine.
We good? Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna go out to Makeout Point. I'm gonna go camping and whatnot, and I'm gonna jump in the back, and I'm gonna Netflix and chill with this cutie here.
But put on that TV show
On that, on this weird, freaking
31-inch.
31-inch monitor. Oh wait, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere and don't have internet. I mean, I lose cell signal in the fucking city.
Yeah, I concur. I lose city on a corner, but as soon as I'm off that corner, I gain it
corner
back.
by your job is fucking terrible. I don't get signal from that corner up to the next stoplight.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's just that one corner.
I don't know. And we're on different plans. Like, we go through different companies.
Yeah, you're AT&T?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm T-Mobile. It's just, it's like, I call it the hole. Because whenever I'm talking to someone, I'll be like, hold on, I gotta go through the hole. And then all of a sudden they say something and I hear, and I'm like, well, all right, see you in about 2 minutes when I'm a little bit off the road.
So, it's just another one of the things. So, it's like, unless I go through and have like a hard drive loaded up with downloaded things that I then plug into this. And it's like, if I'm going to start adding a bunch of tech into the car myself, might as well just fucking put a TV back there. I'm sure there's some way to mount.
I mean, it's an SUV. You can have the room for it.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not safe.
Unless you know how to do that kind of thing, do the pimp your ride thing.
I don't know. It seems like a weird one. BMW is coming out with some weird things. They're trying to find some ways to say that they're still luxury.
Not bad, just strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when they were like, you can play video games on your Tesla. I'm like, when am I going to do that? You can play The Witcher. I'm like, I haven't even finished The Witcher at home. You really think I'm going to finish it on my Tesla?
While it auto drives you into a wall? Sure.
You can't play it while the car's in drive.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh. What if you trick it that you're parked but you're really going down a hill going 80 miles an hour?
What kind of chaos?
That's my kind of chaos. But you're right. This is a niche. This is a niche market. But speaking of weird niche markets, do you want your things to glow all of the time?
All of the time?
All of the time.
Probably not all of the time.
Well, too bad. Razer does that. So Razer is
Razer's Razer.
Razer's Razer at this point.
They're wild.
They are very wild, but they're very colorful. They introduced
It's a hat.
And now it's a... Oh, my God.
For the listeners, I made Spider-Man a hat. This is what you should watch.
But they made a desk, and something tells me there's it's fully customizable from the viewage, because on the outlay as their mouse pad, it glows on the outside and it looks nice. This desk seems to do the same, but it also seems very interchangeable, and I'm hoping this desk allows me to boom and I get charge off of the desk. That would make it 80% worth it.
Not just charge, but have you then
sync?
Yeah, sync. You obviously have to use security code.
Oh, of course.
His is 1111.
Mine is draw.
Yeah, and then I just go and see your smudgy fingerprints and know how to draw it.
What fingerprints?
That one right there. I'm fucking with you.
I know you are.
Mine's a code.
Yeah.
Although I can do the draw thing on my phone if I want. I just don't.
Oh.
There's not an app, but there's a way you can program it too. It's weird.
I did the thumb for...
I do the face.
Yeah, you do the face. I can't do the face because
of the model.
Well, yes. If I got I think one more higher, I'd be okay. But that would be another $12 a month, and I don't see that.
I wasn't too sure about the face thing because I went from thumb to face, but it actually worked pretty well. In fact, I'll sit there and make faces at my phone to see what will and won't work, and it doesn't let a lot get away.
Okay. As for me, my thumbprint scanner, it works maybe 70% of the time.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean...
Did you do the...
It's because I hold my phone weird, so I have to do this little number.
And did they not have you scan the different sides of your thumb?
It did.
Oh. Okay.
It's just every time I would do it like this, a little crooked, it was like, nah, homie. No. Try it again. And then I would just have to, actually get in there. And then I just turned it off altogether. I'm okay doing my password. My password is quick, simple, easy. I'm already back in my phone.
Back to that Razer thing, though.
Razer.
Sure. So what exactly is it's a desk? But was this the thing you were mentioning that's supposed to make anything into a smart device? You mentioned something earlier about that. Was that something we didn't pull up?
No, into a
we didn't
smart
pull that up.
device? No, I didn't see nothing about nothing.
All right. So what exactly is this Razer desk thing?
I don't know. It's just a gaming desk concept. And the render here, this little image, thank you, Dan Ackerman, it looks like it has widgets, and it would be cool for streamers to have a stream deck built into their desk.
It would be cool, but where the fuck do you set your drink?
On that one right there. I mean, I'm sure that it has object detection or something of the sort.
I'm just gonna have to get a fucking R2 unit that drives around that I can just, when he pulls up, I can set my drink on.
And then he rams into the wall and starts
rams
screaming.
into the wall, screaming, and it short circuits himself.
And spills the drink on himself. And screams.
I've got the sound canceling headphones on, so I don't hear any of it. And in the background, you just see a flaming droid just go by on fire
and screaming as loud as he can. Oh, poor guy. And then he grabs another cup of water, pours it on his own. The flames just grow
How
higher.
exactly do you put out a flaming droid without it causing more fucking short circuits?
What do they call
Extinguisher?
it? Extinguisher. We are fucked.
So I don't want to spoil things for Spider-Man, but I gotta say there was one little Stark reference in it that I absolutely loved. He's fucking backing up again. I don't know.
Backing up.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
and
about.
I loved it.
And gets the thumbs up.
This desk thing looks interesting and cool, but I think there's a lot to think about with it still, and I think they need to give way more information.
Like, it seems to have, like, touching. It is obvious that there's touching. It seems that there's going to be, like, widgets. It seems like it would need, like, some touch support. I'm hoping that it's, like, more lean towards streamers, so that way they could do, like, quick access, like, move their mouse, like, up, and then do, like, quick access, like, oh, I'm going to take a break. And switch like modes.
Yeah.
Like I would love to get a Stream Deck for this.
Yeah.
Just so that way I can. Boop,
I'm gonna
boop, boop.
load it with fart noises.
I would love that too.
Did you hear about the TikTok? The guy made his like uncle's Tesla when he turns on the turn signal.
Yeah, you sent that to me.
farts.
You sent that to me. Yes. So every time he would click on the, I believe it's right, it would make just the loudest, wettest fart. And he looks over at the passenger side and says, "I'm gonna cook your ass off." I don't know what accent that was.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know what accent that was, but
It was hilarious.
he just kept like cursing his name every time, and
Take it off.
And it's not, and it's not just like one or two farts. No, it was like a cacophony of different ones. This guy came prepared. Oh man.
No, I wouldn't load it with fart noises, but I would love to have it so that we could do like little thingies.
Yeah. I like having little baubles. Thanks to Socks, speaking of streaming, might as well get this out of the way. I now have halfway build toward an overlay, so that way I can at least make it look real good. So hopefully in the near future,
We can get fancy.
yeah, this one's. I'm gonna throw one toward this one, see if it works with how we got a couple screens set up, and then I'll have my main one over on my computer.
I mean, we'll talk offline, but I have thought about some things I'd like to change this that we can talk about. So.
Yeah, as I said, we are coming into 2022 with a head full of steam, and it's a little empty.
I mean, I was always told my head was full of hot air.
Yeah, you can hear it like a little bean kind of flicking, just rolling around in there.
All right, next.
Another
Another Razer thing.
More razors, all razors. I kind of like the design of this watch, just because it's a big face.
I like that it's round.
It is very round. It looks very simplistic, and it looks like it's kind of cool. And it works with something that I have around my house, which is Alexa.
You just triggered like 80 devices.
Sorry. Alexa, stop.
Alexa, buy 600 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate those jokes, and I just made one, and I apologize. Don't at me.
Xbox, turn off. I am not sorry.
Siri. Cortana, is that still a thing?
Hey, Google.
I don't think it's a thing anymore.
I don't think it is. No, I mean, I have it. I just turned it off.
Oh, I think you have to call it Xbox now. I don't think she responds to Cortana anymore. Oh, on here maybe.
Yeah, on here maybe. Does it do... Oh. No, it doesn't bring her up anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they discontinued her.
Okay.
So this is with Fossil. This is Razer and Fossil.
Yes.
They're doing a Gen 6 watch that works with the Echo. $329 for the 44mm black case.
That's not bad.
Cost
That
me
is-
more than the standard G6 pricing at $299.
That's not bad.
Chat's telling us to ask the Echo to fart.
That I'm actually not that mad about it.
Now, here's my thing. Does this only work with
Echo?
Echo? It says Amazon adds this version of the assistant to the Google's App Store. Okay, so does it just work with the Echo? Does it also work with Google? And does it work with iOS or not? Because that's one of the problems is, like, for the most part, if I want a good smartwatch, I can only use Apple Watch, which really sucks. I can't use the Samsung watches and stuff like that. They won't work with iOS.
Really? At
Yeah,
all?
At all. Like, it's an iOS thing.
So
not
you can
Samsung.
like how something works, but it just won't be compatible because you can use an Apple Watch with my phone.
Yeah.
But you can't go the other way around.
No.
It boggles my woggle. I've been using that all week, and I'm going to keep using it.
I think he just hit something again. My neighbor is, like, out there, like, repeatedly backing up his van, and I can hear him, like, hitting shit with
Here,
the
you
trailer.
like breathing?
Oh, right. So, if you like breathing. So, Razer, we talked about a while back that they did the Razer...
No, his trailer rattled.
Okay. The Razer Zephyr is Zephyr? Zephyr. Thank you. Mask. Well, now we got the Pro mask, and the difference is, it's still the LEDs. It's still the mask that's going to filter. And it's
You
gonna
breathe
keep you
color.
safe. But this one actually has a sound boost in it. It said Razer had dropped most of the important features to reach a price of $99 to tone down the claims, hence the wearable air purifier. But this new one with the Pro, there's supposed to be a sound and voice amp so that you're not as quiet, that you're not muffled. Is the mask muffling my voice?
I'm sorry.
And your masks aren't going anywhere, so this one actually seems maybe interesting, especially because I find myself having to wear a mask more and more with work now that I'm doing like side work. So
Yeah, but $149.
yeah, because the $50 for the amp.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
No. But he says, without it, no one can hear me talking, a problem I've never, ever had, especially over the somewhat whiny but functional fans.
Adding back the voice amp. So with this version, without the voice amp, you just can't be heard.
So you need the amp.
I guess. $50 though is not that bad. And you get you slot the
filters.
right, the way you slot the highly toted replace N95 filters into a magnet holster isn't secure.
Oh, so the thing that you need to breathe through can fall off.
Yeah, I may not want this then. Who wrote this article? Well, the image is from
Lori Grunin.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's also who wrote it. So thank you, Lori.
Yes, thank you.
I kept saying he, and I apologize for that. I'm not going to assume your gender.
Yes.
Um,
But we got one more Razer thing, and it's something everybody could possibly... This one seems like the most plausible that everyone could purchase.
Whenever I see the thing we're moving on to next, I immediately think of the scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where he's trying to get the chair to work.
Well, he just gave it away. It's a gaming chair.
I said it made me think of it. I didn't say what it was.
Right.
I didn't guarantee it was a fucking gaming chair. Fuck you.
It's not a boulder.
It's a rock.
It's a rock. But Razer is now getting into gaming chairs.
And this is, real quick, let's just give credit now. Joseph Kaminsky,
Quincey, yes.
There's letters in there I am pronouncing, and they probably shouldn't be pronounced. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Ooh, look how detailed.
Look how detailed.
This is a very nice article.
This thing's got hydraulics, man. You could be a lowrider.
Until you launch yourself into the monitor.
Pretty much. There's no price tag, and it's a very short article. It's just there are extra additional effects that can be attached to this gaming chair. Sure, if it has like Bluetooth speakers, I'm cool with it.
Go back down.
Yeah.
Right here. For instance, the F-121, Forza Horizon 5, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla get an enhanced experience through almost anything that would trigger haptic feedback, and a controller will work.
So, in short, there are vibration pads.
I'm thinking it's the thing on the bottom. I don't think it's in the sides. I think
Okay.
it's going to move you.
Oh. Cool.
So you're on horseback.
And then all of a sudden kicks you off.
Or if you're like me in Valhalla, you're on wolfback, because the fact that I can ride a giant wolf, oh fuck yeah, of course I went with that.
I haven't got it yet.
It was a part of the pack I bought. You can, as soon as you have the mounts, as soon as mounts are available, you can just switch it.
I don't have a mount then. Not yet.
As soon as you get to your first, or when you get to your camp that you're building up, you should be able to do mounts.
Okay.
You just gotta check in your character's setup.
Okay.
Because it was part of the pack I bought.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I got a big wolf.
Big wolf.
Fuck horses. Wolves are better.
So, Code has an internal graphics card.
Yes.
I love it to death. It'll do the job if we happen to need to do something through Code.
Okay.
Aurora has a nice 970 Ti. It'll do in a pinch. You know, I don't game on it anymore right now. I'm kind of sliding over to my Xbox a little more frequently than anything. I play a League every now and again. Huh? Huh?
I was like, yes, fuck PC.
I mean, sure.
No, I have nothing against PC other than the community.
Price tag.
Oh, and the price tag. The community and the price tag.
Neutral in the community.
It's a bit toxic.
A little. I mean,
PlayStation's worse, but
there's
PC's
a lot of
up there.
Let's put it like this: there is the good and the bad in all community.
Star Wars.
True.
Check out my Twitter if you're curious about that.
Down below. So right now they've unleashed some really strong graphics cards, which I'm like, we were in a silicone shortage for a little while, and with the way that the newer graphics cards...
Continue. I'm building up to a point. Continue.
Okay. With the way that things are being made right now, is there a replacement for that? Is there a new type of heat sink that can be better utilized? And even the half cards, they look pretty good. I don't know their benchmarks as of right now, but I'm happy to see some good entry consumer desktop chips, and maybe even
some laptop chips.
And some laptop chips, of course. But I'm curious. I'm super curious to know, like, on entry level 30 series, we'll say a 3050, just regular run of the mill, off the cut, not an RTX, just regular 3050, with its $180 something price tag after a couple more years, if it'll still be good enough to play some really high-end games.
There's a few things I want to take away from this real quick. First of all, thank you, Insure, for this article.
Yes, thank you.
CNET. First, go back up, please.
Oh, yes.
First, I want to talk about the fact that this article right here, if you go and check it out, is going to cover the RTX 350 desktop, the RTX laptop chips, and what I think is the best named one, the 390 Ti BF GPU.
Yeah, the 3090 Ti already interests me, but the fact that they call it the BF GPU. Yeah, I'm gonna
Big fucking GPU.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
Big fucking graphics processing unit.
Yeah, I believe it might be this one here with the.
Oh, I'm sure.
This one looks a little sleek. I don't know, but in short, I want to know its benchmarks. I want to hear some benchmarks.
Well, let's see. The 350 GPU, that one's clocking at 250.
That's not bad.
It's not too bad. I
Oh,
guess.
and that's the RTX too, which if I purchase that for 250, I can buff up anything. I can buff up code with that.
So what I was going to say before was, when I was ramping up, is that you mentioned the silicone shortages, and we've talked about prices of GPUs in the past and whatnot. One of the things that we're going to see change is a lot of companies are getting into making their own silicone. That's what Apple's doing with the no longer new but still relatively new chip that they're doing in their new desktops. They make their own silicone now, which has been a game changer for them on price and availability and whatnot.
Okay.
And I think that's where some of these companies are going to have to go. And I don't know if NVIDIA is necessarily going to do that, but I think it'll be the right thing. We're also seeing that they're not the only ones debuting GPUs at CES, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that next week, because there's a couple other companies that really got into it. So hopefully we'll have more information to break down about these when we get there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, next week we're going to have a lot of CES stuff, because something tells me there's another gaming conglomerate that popped over at CNET, but brain not work. Asus. Asus moved over there, so I'm curious what Asus is going to be pushing.
Oh, and I know Intel just announced their
new
Arc.
Oh, that's right.
GPU.
That's right.
So we'll have more for you next week.
But let's end off on something a little weird.
I've seen things like this before.
We have seen things like this before, but
Thank
this one...
Patrick Holland, for this article.
Yes, thank you. It brushes your teeth in 10 seconds. That is the number one most consumer-hated thing about brushing your teeth, is the amount of time you need to do it.
I thought it was flossing.
Huh?
I thought it was flossing.
No, it is just the time of brush.
I mean, I do have to say, like, 10 seconds, I'm a little bit more eager for that.
Yeah.
My question is, how well does it do in that 10 seconds? And do we know what this is called? The Y brush.
The Y brush, yes. But,
back at CES.
the
This
first
has been here
part,
before.
Yes, the prototype was back then, but this is now a little bit more forward focus. I don't know, man.
It's by Oral-B?
No, it's fighting.
Unlike brands like Colgate and Oral-B. Okay,
Yeah.
Y brush. Okay.
Yeah, this is fighting those, but I don't know what all it's going to entail. This is the first little hint at it.
I want to know price. Get me price and get. It's one of those things. Like, if it's not too bad, I might try it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if it might be here. $125.
Ooh, I will not try it. Not that it's not worth it. That I can't possibly justify spending $125 on a toothbrush.
Yeah, and do you rinse it or does it rinse itself?
I'm assuming you rinse it, but I mean that's really not that big of a deal.
Oh, 5 top, 5 bottom, and you're done.
I want to hear what dentists are saying about it, and not dentists that are in the pocket of Oral-B.
Well, 9 out of 10 dentists like Trident.
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with that 10th guy?
I just don't think he likes flavor. But, okay.
Yeah, and bristles and everything. Okay, and then when I have to replace it, am I just replacing the head, and how much will the head cost? These are the questions I have. These are the things I need answers for.
Yeah. I think it is seasonal. Seasonal, you just wash it out, and then every season you replace them. I would say maybe, what would you say? $25. $25 per season.
It's not too bad.
You'd be okay with
It's
that?
more than I spend on toothbrush heads now because I buy them in bulk for my electric toothbrush.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
Okay. Then that's maybe about where that could possibly
So
be.
that implies that it would be $100. That thinking, we don't know for sure, but that would suggest that it's $100 for the device and $25 for
the head.
thingy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna rip them all out. I'm gonna rip all my fucking teeth out.
God, mine are almost gone.
I want implants.
I would love implants. I would love to hopefully in the near future, but time and processes are already against me.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Someone will buy a Humble Bundle enough, and we'll get there.
10 years of Humble Bundle.
Speaking of which,
That's right above me.
all right, we'll come back with more CNET, not necessarily CNET, but more CES, and thank you CNET.
Thank you, CNET.
Probably CNET. They do really good with CES every year.
They do.
I-
They organize it so that way we can at least have the images, because we can find the images from the sales floor, but this makes it much more easier. Thank you, CNET.
and we're gonna have some crazy stories next week.
Oh, more than likely.
There's new TVs. There's the fact that NASA is shooting Alexa into space.
Poor Alexa.
All kinds of goodies. But we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you. We'll be back next week. 6:30 Pacific time, which makes it 9:30 Eastern.
Yes. No. 7, 8, 9. Yes.
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 We'll see you then.
Remember to tell an enemy, tell a friend of me, tell a friend, if you have any of those. Remember to like, subscribe, follow us on any of those social media websites. And if you're on the Twitch, you can see all of our socials down below. Quick, simple, easy. Remember to follow Humble Partner. And we got a call to make. Hopefully we can get something in the near future to match this little Humble Partner right above me. Huh. We'll
Maybe
see.
a couple.
Maybe be a couple. We can
Maybe we'll put so many here you'll no longer have to look at our ugly mugs.
or put one over each of our mugs.
Could you imagine if we can get the motion track?
I can do that. I can do that. In time.
Maybe not with this camera.
I think we can do it with this camera. It's just, we would need to wear colored dots. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you guys have a great day. Night. Oh,
Bye.
God.
Oh, stuck to my hand. Bye, everyone.